that first impressions are not always correct. You must always have faith in people. And most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself.
Today we are watching Legally Blonde.
I give it 2 more weeks.
What is this?
We're betting to see how much longer you're gonna last.
A comedy about knowing who you are and showing what you've got. Legally Blonde.
We're gonna learn today a lot of great vocabulary with our native speaker,
Bryn.
Yes, this is Madame Bryn. She is Canadian. Yeah, the Canadian lady. And we have Madame Yavina from
Mauritius Islands.
Mauritius Islands. She's here with us because she is a law student. So let's start and let's have fun together.
Improve your listening skills with delayed subtitles. Enjoy easy and fast learning by vivid explanations and examples. Use the new vocabulary practicing paraphrasing.
What, like it's hard?
She's the president of the sorority. She has the highest GPA. Yes, she's a very smart girl over there, and she's dating Warner. Everybody assumes he's gonna propose.
Right.
Oh, I can't believe you're getting engaged! Oh my gosh! You guys have to help me pick out the perfect outfit. Come on.
Pick out something, or someone, a phrase, to choose, find, or recognize something or someone in a group, or among others. Outfit, a set of clothes worn for a particular occasion or activity.
It's impossible to use a half-loop top stitching on low viscosity rayon. It would snag the fabric. So if you're trying to sell it to me for full price, you picked the wrong girl.
Stitching like in the clothing.
Yeah, so whenever you use your
Sewing
needle,
something.
yes,
The
thread,
needle, yeah.
yeah, that's called stitching. We understand that Elle is the fashion girl. That's her major, basically.
One of the reasons I wanted to come here tonight was to discuss our future.
And I am fully amenable to that discussion.
She's like open to it, like she's
Yeah.
ready to have the conversation.
So to be amenable to something is willing to participate or willing to accept and be open for the
discussion.
opportunities. Have you ever heard people saying that?
No.
Yeah, me neither. It's kind of like the formal language, so
very
formal. So you can use it in the essays, yeah, or maybe in the emails.
I mean, my family expects a lot from me.
Right.
I expect a lot from me. I plan on running for office someday.
What is this? Around to the office every day?
I'm running for office, or I'm running for the role of, it means like,
Okay.
I'm putting myself forward for this role and I'm gonna try and win, like in an election.
To put yourself as a candidate and to win the election and become a member of some kind of authority.
But the thing is, if I'm gonna be a senator by the time I'm 30, I need to stop dicking around.
I need to stop dicking around.
Very
What do you want? Very familiar? All right, so if it's familiar, what do you think it means?
Stop messing around, stop doing not important stuff, just having fun all the time.
Yes.
Take things seriously.
Yes, good.
I think
I
we
do.
should break up.
I thought you were proposing.
Well, I need to marry a Jackie, not a Marilyn.
Who is Jackie and who is Marilyn? Who is referring to?
Jackie Kennedy
Yes.
and Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
This is the type of girl that Warner wants to marry. This is what I need to become to be serious.
What? Practically deformed?
Practically deformed.
No. A law student.
If I had like a broken nose, my face would be deformed because it's not like how it's meant to be.
Like it would be like a little bit
Yeah, it would be like
twisted or
crooked,
something.
and it wouldn't be in shape, it would be like deformed.
Harvard Law School?
That's right.
What are your backups?
I don't need backups. I'm going to Harvard.
What she's asking here, what are your backups?
What are your plans, your other plans than Harvard?
So backup, it's another plan. It's kind of like
If this fails, what else do you have?
You'll need excellent recommendations from your professors
Okay.
and a heck of an admissions essay.
it's like a lot of admissions essay.
It needs a really good essay.
A heck of something, idiom, used to emphasize the word very, means exceptionally good, exciting, interesting, or impressive.
At least a 175 on your LSATs.
So what is this exam exactly about?
It's not about law. It's more about general knowledge, general questions.
It's just like a general test to see like how good you do, and if you get a good mark, you're more likely to get into university.
It has come to my attention that the maintenance staff is switching our toilet paper from Charmin to generic.
Do you know the story how the movie actually was created? No? Okay. So the writer, Amanda, is the blonde girl who was studying in the law school.
Oh.
So basically she wrote a novel based on her experience. And the situation about the toilet paper is actually the real one. The real that happened in that sorority where she used to live.
Wow.
All those opposed to chafing, please say aye.
Aye. All those opposed to chafing?
Like when your skin rubs against your skin.
Like your legs can chafe if you walk.
We don't say scratch, we say chafe. Yeah?
Because it's more of a rub, not a
It's
scratch.
less than a scratch.
Yeah, less than a scratch.
Okay. So all those opposed to chafing. Opposed, it's like being against, yes, not to agree with this.
I'm able to recall hundreds of important details at the drop of a hat.
At the drop of a hat. What she wants to say with this?
Quickly?
Quickly, immediately.
Right away.
Yes. So it's also an idiom. To paraphrase it, we can say as soon as.
I'm able to recall hundreds of important details
In the blink of an eye.
In the blink of an eye.
In a blink of an eye. Amazing.
Right
yes?
away.
Right away, immediately.
A fashion major? Well, sir, we've never had one before, and aren't we always looking for diversity?
Aren't we always looking for, he says diversity. I usually say diversity. Yes, I think diversity is more like British pronunciation and diversity is American pronunciation.
Like a group of a bunch of different people.
Like here we
But
are
different-
diverse. You're from Ukraine, I'm from Russia, she's Canadian. This is a
So
diverse group.
it's different countries, it's different cultures, it's different languages, different occupations. Everything is
Like different everything.
Can we use this word not only with people?
If you have a bouquet of flowers and there's like different types of flowers in it, it's like a diverse collection of flowers because they're all different.
A legal education means you will learn to speak in a new language.
Do you have the same feeling? Yes. Yeah? So you learn a lot of vocabulary that you don't really use in your everyday life?
No, at all.
Would you support my decision to ask her to leave class and to return only when she is prepared?
Absolutely.
So she kicks her out.
Did I just put you on the spot like that, like all the time?
The professors?
It's like if you were to ask someone like a really hard question in front of other people, but they weren't ready to answer it.
Embarrass. Yes?
Yeah, or like putting a spot, like it's like kind of like putting a spotlight on someone.
Yeah, I
like,
think it comes from that. Like having all the light on you and like all the attention is on you, and then you're like, you don't know. Well,
You don't know. Okay.
How was your first class?
Oh, it was good, except for this horrible preppy girl who tried to make me look bad in front of the professor, but no biggie.
no problem. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, not a problem, nothing important. It's also the phrase.
Have you met Vivian?
Oh, hi. Vivian Kensington.
So who is she?
she's his fiance.
Fiance, the woman, the girl who actually made her look embarrassed.
And it's kind of like Jackie in Maryland because she's blonde.
Yes.
She's like the brunette.
Yeah.
Are you free? It's an emergency.
Bad day.
You can't even imagine.
Spill.
An emergency, a dangerous or serious situation that happens unexpectedly and needs fast action in order to avoid harmful results. Spill, shortened from an idiom, spill the beans, to tell people secret information.
Well, if a girl like you can't hold on to her man, then there sure as hell isn't any hope for the rest of us.
Hold on to somebody or something, phrasal verb, to keep something rather than losing it, selling it, or giving it to someone else. Sure as hell. A phrase used to emphasize the statement in the meaning of completely, definitely.
You will also be competing for one of my firm's highly coveted 4 internship spots next year, where you will get to assist on actual cases.
Highly coveted. It's like very hard to get.
There's a high demand for it. A lot of
High
people want
demand.
it.
People want it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like to want very much desired, yes, I would say.
Let the bloodbath begin. Now let's commence with our usual torture.
It's French. It's a French
It's
word.
French word, really?
Commence means start.
Interesting. See, I didn't know.
Malum in se or malum prohibitum?
Malum prohibitum. The client would have committed a regulatory infraction as opposed to a dangerous crime.
What it means infraction?
Something bad. Like you did something bad that's not allowed.
Is it a crime?
Not a crime specifically.
You didn't park correctly. That's an infraction. You didn't kill somebody. That's a crime.
The English language, it is all about subliminal domination. I mean, take the word semester, okay? This is a perfect example of this school's discriminatory preference of semen to ovaries.
Is it actually from semen?
I'm not sure if it's from semen.
Right. That's why I'm petitioning to have next term be referred to as the winter ovester.
Excuse me.
I was in my first week of Stanford Law School. In 1993, I went to the meeting. The woman who was leading it spent 3 years at Stanford trying to change the name semester to ovester. I started laughing and I realized everyone in the room took it very seriously.
It's not like someone made it up.
This is real.
This is real. That's what happened in her law school time when she was there.
Hey, Warner.
Wow. Well, don't you look like a walking felony?
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Felony, a serious crime that can be punished by more than 1 year in prison. A walking felony, a girl that is so hot that it's a crime, or should be.
You're not smart enough, sweetie. You can do something more valuable with your time.
I'll show you how valuable Elle Woods can be.
Valuable, important, useful, helpful, beneficial, or worth a lot of money.
And the purpose of diminished capacity is...
The word capacity, it means the ability of me to do something. I have a great capacity for being productive for a very long time, right? But what is diminished capacity?
It's when something is affecting your capacity of doing those things well. For example, if you're driving under substances, you have diminished capacity.
So something influences you from doing stuff very well.
To negate mens rea?
I don't understand what she's answering. Do you understand?
I don't know what mens rea is.
Mens rea, I think it's the intention.
Yes, it's realizing that you are doing something wrong. And to negate
means like...
To prove that there is not the intention.
To cause something to have no effect.
Dewey Newcomb?
Who's asking?
I'm Elle Woods, Miss Bonafonte's attorney.
This situation was actually discussed by lawyers, and they said that she's actually breaking the law over here.
She's not allowed to do that.
So whenever you are still a student and you haven't got your degree and you didn't pass the bar exam, you cannot call yourself an attorney.
You can't give legal advice to somebody.
And I'm here to discuss the legal situation at hand.
Come again?
At hand. Which hand?
I'm here to discuss the current issue.
Okay, so at hand means something that is happening right now, yes?
You and Miss Bonafonte had a common law marriage.
What is this common law marriage?
We're dating.
Yeah, we're dating.
We're living together. But we're not officially married.
We're not officially married.
We've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
Which, heretofore, entitles her to what is legally referred to as equitable division of the assets.
Come again?
Heretofore means before this time. You can also say previously. Entitle, to give someone the right to do or have something. Mostly used in a phrase, entitle someone to something.
Division, it's from the word divide. Yes, when we divide, we take one thing and we divide it into two parts. Yes, split.
Equitable is not derived from the word equal, but rather the word equity.
Equity.
There's a slight difference between equality and equity.
Equality, the right of different groups of people to have a similar social position and receive the same treatment, or have same advantages and opportunities. Equity, the situation in which everyone is treated fairly according to their needs and no one has an unfair advantage.
Because if it was just 50-50, they could be like, oh, we owned 20 things together. Well, you get 10 and I get 10. But what if one person got the TV and the phone and then the other person just got the dishes? It would be equal, but it's not equitable.
Equitable, yes. Equitable division of the assets.
Assets?
Yeah.
Possessions?
Possessions, belongings.
Belongings, things that you bought.
Yeah.
Miss Bonafonte is entitled to full canine property ownership, and will be enforcing said ownership right now.
Enforcing the law could be like
to make him obey, yes, the law and give her the dog back.
You're applying for my internship, aren't you? Do you have a resume? It's pink.
Oh, and it's scented. I think it gives it a little something extra, don't you think?
That's from the real life as well.
I wrote it all on pink paper, with my pink furry pen. I finally found an agent who picked it up out of a slush pile because it was on pink paper. It went out to studios and publishing houses the same day, and overnight there was a bidding war. MGM bought it. But it was rejected by everybody on the publishing side.
It was her actually main idea of how to get attention to her work.
You think she just woke up one morning and said, I think I'll go to law school today?
Well, that lapse in judgment aside, I think she's got a lot of potential.
It's a temporary failure of doing something.
A lapse in judgment, or a lapse of judgment, is a common expression to describe a moment of poor reasoning or irrationality, weakness or confusion. It means a temporary failure to think clearly or act wisely.
We're defending Brooke Wyndham, whose very wealthy husband was found shot to death in their Beacon Hill mansion.
Defend means an act of protection, or to act as a lawyer for someone who has been accused of something in a court of law and try to prove that they are not guilty.
You know her?
She's completely gifted.
Well, in all likelihood, she's completely guilty as well. She was seen standing over her husband's dead body.
Likelihood means probability, the chance that something will happen, used in the expression, in all likelihood, in the meaning of, almost certainly.
By who?
His 26-year-old daughter and the pool boy.
He already is convinced, even without anything, that she is guilty.
I didn't do it.
I believe you, but a jury is going to want an alibi.
Well, I can't give you that. And if you put me on the stand, I'll lie.
A stand, or a witness stand, is the place in which a person sits in a law court to testify. To put someone on the stand, or to take a stand, means to testify under oath during a trial.
She seems completely untrustworthy to me.
Why?
She seems to me like she's hiding something.
Then maybe it's not what you think.
Untrustworthy, someone who cannot be trusted. You can also say dishonest, or deceitful.
And are you or are you not having an affair with Brooke Wyndham?
Yes. Okay? Yes.
I had an affair. It's like a short-term relationship.
where you're cheating, but an entanglement. An entanglement.
An entanglement.
But it implies cheating. Someone's cheating on someone.
Don't stomp your little last season Prada shoes at me, honey.
He's gay. He isn't Brooke's lover. He's making it up.
There is no any legal proof or anything. That's why Callahan doesn't believe her, actually.
While I appreciate your masterful legal theory, I have a murder trial to attend to.
So he's also making fun of her. So masterful means like bright, brilliant, skillful.
You followed your intuition today, and you were right on target. I should have listened.
Thank you.
On target, idiom, if you are on target with a piece of work, you are making good progress and likely to achieve what you planned.
And on top of that, you gained the client's trust and kept it. That's what makes a great lawyer.
And he says, and on top of that. So it's also another expression which means
like in addition.
In addition to it. Yes, very nice expression whenever you are writing an essay, yes, or you are like talking in a formal way. Why he doesn't say you've got the client's trust? And he says he uses the word gain here.
Earned it. To work to get it.
To your advantage.
Are you hitting on me?
You're a beautiful girl.
Hey.
I'm quitting.
Why?
Hit on someone. A slang phrase means to show someone that you are sexually attracted to them.
I'm quitting. It's given up. But there is a little difference between the words I give up and I quit. Both of them mean to stop doing something, yes? But the little nuances that are in these expressions. So I quit, it means I leave. Yeah? But when you say I give up, it's kind of like I stop trying. I stop putting efforts, yes, in what I do. For example, if we have an argument, but I cannot win over, like you will not listen to me, I wouldn't say I quit, I say I give up.
Callahan only gave me that internship because he liked the way I looked, which made clear tonight when he tried to feel me up.
Callahan did what?
So feel somebody up, it's the expression.
Trying to
seduce someone, yes? Also like to touch a person in some sexual way.
If you're going to let one stupid prick ruin your life, you're not the girl I thought you were.
It's a nice lesson for all of us, yes, that we shouldn't let people like that ruin our dreams, our lives, our goals.
L. Woods, Your Honor. Rule 3.03 of Supreme Judicial Court states that a law student may appear on behalf of a defendant in criminal proceedings.
May appear on behalf. On the side of. On the side of, to represent, yes, to represent somebody.
The ruling also states that you need a licensed attorney to supervise you.
I'll supervise, Your Honor.
Well then, Ms. Woods, proceed.
Supervise means to be responsible for the good performance of an activity or job, or for the correct behavior or safety of a person. Proceed, to continue as planned, to move forward.
I got up, got a latte, went to the gym, got a perm, and came home.
Where you got in the shower?
She says constantly that she was in the shower, yes? She didn't hear the gunshot. She was washing her hair.
Had you ever gotten a perm before?
Yes.
How many would you say?
2 a year since I was 12. You do the math.
You see how important that she asked her before how many times? Because if she didn't ask her that question, now she could have said that, oh, it was my first time, I didn't know.
Isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm?
Cardinal means of great importance, as a cardinal rule, error, sin. A perm is a chemical process that makes your hair curly.
Wouldn't somebody who's had, say, 30 perms before in their life be well aware of this rule? And if in fact you weren't washing your hair, as I suspect you weren't because your curls are still intact?
Intact means
they're still there.
They haven't been touched.
They haven't been touched
or ruined or damaged, yes? So to be intact, it's not to be damaged.
Wouldn't you have heard the gunshot? Which would mean that you would have had to have found Mrs. Wyndham with a gun in her hand to make your story plausible. Isn't that right?
To make your story plausible. To make your story
believable,
realistic.
Yes,
very good. Exactly, to be able to be believed.
I didn't mean to shoot him. I thought it was you walking through the door.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
With the pressure, yes, and with the facts, she made her confess. Yes.
I love you. You are the girl for me.
If I'm going to be a partner in a law firm by the time I'm 30, I need a boyfriend who's not such a complete bonehead.
A paraphrasing exercise. Learn how to replace the vocabulary using synonyms and become more fluent and more confident in your everyday English practice. You may pause the video and do the paraphrasing by yourself first.
It's very challenging task and it's very important exercise because that's the range of the vocabulary the examiners seek when they listen to you. How you can paraphrase the question, how you can explain your thoughts and your ideas.
So after choosing the perfect outfit, fashion merchandising student and sorority girl Elle Woods is taken to an expensive restaurant by her boyfriend. I would substitute the word choosing, picking up.
Yes. Here are all the vocabulary in the infinitive forms.
Okay.
And we have to change them according to the tenses.
She expects a proposal, but he dumps her instead. So I would say, but he breaks up with her instead.
Breaks up with her. Yes, so dump somebody, there is no preposition, but break up with somebody, yes, with the preposition. Irina?
Intending to go to Harvard Law School and running for office.
Oh, great! She substituted immediately.
He believes that Elle is not serious enough for that kind of life. Elle believes she can win Warner back if she shows herself capable of achieving the same things. After months of studying, Elle scores 179 on the law school admission test, creates
a heck of a good admissions essay.
Great and impressive and quite good. All these words mean a heck of something, and combined with her 4.0 GPA is accepted to Harvard Law School.
Upon arriving at Harvard, she's been embarrassed by her professor because she didn't know the take-home assignment.
Put on the spot, no?
Yeah.
She was put on the spot
by her professor. And that's it, yes. And we don't have to add anything, because the expression to be put on the spot, it means already to be embarrassed by asking the question that you don't know the answer to.
So she soon discovers Warner is engaged to his old girlfriend, Vivian Kensington, who considers Elle a fool. Later, Elle tells Warner that she intends to apply for one of her professor's internships, which is strongly desired by many, or coveted.
Yes, or we can say highly coveted, like in the movie, yes, or just coveted.
She can assist with the cases of breaking the law and crimes, of
infractions.
Yes, malum prohibitum is breaking the law, and malum inse it's the crimes.
But he tells her that she is wasting her time and she's not intelligent enough. Realizing that Warner will never take her back or take her seriously, Elle finds motivation to prove herself by working hard and demonstrating her understanding of the subject. She even puts into practice by helping her friend Paulette in a legal situation.
On hand.
At hand, ladies, yes, wrong preposition.
In which Paulette is entitled to get an equitable division of the assets, and Elle enforces him and to give away the canine ownership.
Amazing. Has the right to is to be entitled to half of common belongings, equitable division of the assets.
The following semester, Professor Callahan, the school's most respected teacher, decides to take on some first-year interns to help with a high-profile case. Among those chosen is Elle, because she has a lot of potential despite Callahan's temporary failure. Besides Callahan's lapse of judgment at the beginning, Callahan is defending a prominent fitness instructor named Brooke Whittam. Accused of murdering her husband, Brooke is unwilling to produce her alibi, and Emmett Richmond, Callahan's junior partner, thinks she's unreliable and cannot be trusted. Untrustworthy.
To be unreliable and not to be trusted, that's one word, untrustworthy.
Elle hits her target.
Makes a good progress in achieving her goal.
Elle is on target? Elle is on target. Elle is on target in achieving her goal to prove that one of the witnesses, Enrique, is lying about having an affair with Brooke. In addition to it, on top of that, Elle gains Brooke's trust, which gives Elle an advantage.
So basically, you may omit which gives an advantage, because the word gain already has this meaning. Elle gains Brooke's trust. Yes?
And she gets Brooke's alibi.
Okay.
One night, Callahan tries seducing.
Hitting on Elle.
Yeah, but I don't have hit on someone in my list.
Feel up.
Yes, feel her up.
Elle, who now believes that it is why she got the internship, devastated, she gives up, she quits. And nearly returns home to California, telling Emmett what happened. When he tells Brooke, she fires Callahan, replacing him with Elle under Emmett's guidance, supervision. Elle begins to cross-examine Brooke's stepdaughter, Chutney.
It is her name.
Yeah? Okay. And catches her in a lie. Chutney testified that she was in the shower that morning after getting a perm, which makes it hard to believe, which makes it
does not make
it plausible, or which makes it not
plausible.
not plausible.
Because her curls are not damaged, or
because her curls are intact.
As they could be, because it's forbidden to wash the hair at least 24 hours after getting the perm.
We did it!
Thank you, ladies. You've done a great job. See you in the next video.